All right, I'm going to give people time to get on up in here. And I should actually probably go ahead and make sure that I share this on my Instagram. So I'm going to make sure I do that. Absolutely. So just come on, y'all. Pile in. Let me make sure that I do get this up there on Instagram. Which, if you guys are not following me, follow me there at TalkSWITHTJ. This is probably stuff I should have had together, but I was trying to eat right before I did this, right before I came here. Let me see, let me see. Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to. Oh, a little bit later then. All right. That's fine. That is fine. Thursday night live. It is a Q&A, so this is quite a bit going to be based on you guys. Chancy, what's up? Thank you. Truly appreciate it. What was in here early? I don't know if he's still here. I imagine he is probably still here. I imagine he is probably still here. YouTube and their super want to be slow notifications to go out. But why am I not surprised? Like, at all. Whatsoever. Come on. All right, they're slowly going out. Let me just copy this to put out there. Always the faces, I swear. Is that gonna be the first one? Oh wow, we got difficult questions. Okay, I'll have to for sure answer that. I'm gonna have to wait till we get more people in here. I'm sure that'll be a good one. But I don't think I've ever come across that question. Okay, that's a good question. Starting off right, that means you all need to follow up with that question. Really, really good. That's what that means. It means you all got to follow up that question really, really good. Let me just share this really quick. Has anybody else really gotten annoyed with? I can't be the only one that's annoyed with Instagram lately. Instagram is a whole trip and a half, and it's super, super annoying. Super annoying. Okay, but we're gonna for sure come back to that question. All right. DJ, what is going on? What's up? Yeah, Wolf is in here somewhere. He's in here somewhere. Ricardo, how you doing? When are you coming on off the cut? Listen. The country cannot do its part, so therefore, I'm not doing a whole lot when the group project is not being done as it should be done. So eventually, though, that's going to happen. We already know that's going to happen. I just don't know when. I don't have a timetable for when, but that will absolutely happen. Big F from Jamaica. Well, hey, what's up? I appreciate it. Yeah, that will definitely happen. If you guys don't know, so off the cut, you have James, you have Maddie, and they are always on the world. They're typically on there. I think Maddie might be busy right now, but James is on there. They always talk the latest kicks, and they'll do kind of visit dad, rad, or fad, which is really fun to figure out because there are some shoes where it's just a dad that likes it. Nobody else likes it whatsoever. And so they'll have that on their show. And you guys can find that on YouTube, but they usually post things on Instagram as well. So you can follow them. Also, James has the cutest little daughter ever in Sneakerhead. What position did you play in basketball? Oh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one to answer. We can certainly answer that. That's an easy one. So that is the first question I'm going to have to really, really think about. But hopefully you guys, if you watched the vlog earlier today, right? So I picked up what I needed, pretty much just another USB port to be able to have my wireless keyboard, but have the webcam plugged in. So hopefully you guys notice that difference. I do hope it's clear and everything for you guys seeing this. All right. Trying to upgrade a little bit for you. It's not 4K, but we're making it work. Go Colts. Yes, absolutely. Old Man Rivers is still throwing it down. We just haven't always had the best of luck sometimes this season. But listen, when you get wins in the NFL right now with everything that's going on, I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Absolutely. Thank you, Wyatt. And if you guys don't know, literally, Wyatt, that he's always live for tons of cops. So you guys can always go watch Wyatt's channel for live cops. Thank you, sir. Yeah, people are saying hi to you. You weren't even here. You weren't even present. Just 5 minutes late strolling in. Just like a real person, I swear. Just wanted to check in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Yeezys. It's always funny when you guys ask questions on Yeezys because, listen, I just feel like people should know by this point. I will say this, though. The bread Yeezy that came out, that's still the best looking. That's still one of the better options, right? When we're talking about a Yeezy. I mean, first off, I don't think they're ever going to get rid of the 350. I'm just being real with you. Like 350 V2, it's never going anywhere. I'm glad the bread came back out, though, for all the stands that love it. For the collectors that were really mad that the resale, well, I don't know if resale would have went down, though. I mean, people were acting like they could easily get their hands on it. I saw a lot of tears. I saw a lot of crying over the weekend. I think the Cobra is next year of a mesh upward or will it be sway? All right, so we got a little bit more in here. We're gonna try to get some of the questions. If I ever have to double back for some questions, if people come in late, then that's fine, and we can do that. But first question, and it's a stomping. This is a little bit of a stomp to me, and that's because maybe I've read their books also. But if you can meet Steph and Clay, what is the one question you would ask them? Man, what is the one question I would ask them? I would actually be curious to know from them if it came down to that dire shot, right? That would define a dynasty, which one would take it? And I'm just curious to know between the two of them because we all have opinions on Steph and Clay in terms of their shooting abilities. You can trust Steph to pull up from anywhere. Clay, especially if Clay gets hot and he's rolling and moving, there is no stopping him. I think he does have a more pure shot than Steph. I just think Steph has that quicker release, and Steph has that insane confidence to just pull up from anywhere that stretches the defense. But if it's that do or die moment, like our dynasty is on the line, it's not just a game, which one of them would actually take the shot? I'm not going to say ask like personal stuff because I follow their lives and I would probably still always have like boundaries about that. And if you ever pay attention to the interviews they do, they both want to retire as Warriors. They want to have kind of that Kobe experience where it's just them with one team their entire career, like 20 years or however long that is. So I kind of understand that already, right? They want to continue to be teammates through that. So it wouldn't be like, oh, if you could only stay with the team. Nah, it wouldn't be that. I just want to know. I want to hear directly from them who's taking that last shot. That's what I want to know. What position I play in basketball? Early on, first off, I'm only 5'6". This is the epitome of my height, okay? I'm only 5'6". Everybody seems to, they always ask me, like, how tall are you? I'm only 5'6". I'm not that tall. But I started out as a point guard when I was really young. And it would just depend on the team. But most times I was a point guard. And that was just because of ball handling skills and the ability to pick up anybody full court and not get really winded from it. So I was stuck running point. And as I moved into high school, that stayed the case until we had a guard transfer in, and she was much shorter than me. So we couldn't have her play anything but point. And she had really good ball handling skills too. So I moved to the three because we already had a pretty great shooting guard who could average 20-some points a game. So I moved to the three, and yes, I would take a lot of threes. And then when I went to college, I was smaller than like average height of the girls are 5'8", and they're all bigger just in size. They had more size than I did. I was really small. I was 5'6", but I was smaller than what I am now. I was 120 or something like that, 125 going into college. And so I had to move to I think I still had to play a 3, but I just took a lot of charges. Really, like I stood there, arms straight up. I just took a lot of charges in the paint. People would get really pissed off about it, and I'm like, don't come through here all out of control. How many sneakers would you take with you if you went away for 2 months? It depends. 2 months for what? 2 months for work? I work from home. So what am I doing on this trip for 2 months? I guess that's the question. What am I doing on this trip for 2 months? I mean, if I'm just going, like if it's not the world that it is now and I'm able to go places, explore, eat unrestricted, and attend events and games, 2 months. I would probably take maybe like 8 pairs. I'd probably take like 8 pairs. It would probably be more Jordan 1s than anything in that 8 pair, but I would probably take 8 pairs of kicks for 2 months because I want Vans at some point. I for sure need Jordan 1s. I'm going to need a hype sneaker just because at least. I got to break out some, at least one Fear of God raid will be in there, hands down. I'm trying to think the must-haves at some point that I would have to wear. I would have to bring a few Air Maxes with me. That has to be known. Like I literally have on. Where is it? This new Air Max 1 chain that I ended up picking up for myself. So yeah, it would probably be 8. It would be 8. It would be a mixture of everything, but it would absolutely be 8 pairs. What do you think about the Yeezy Boost 400 that people call an ugly? What do I think about people being accurate? It is ugly. Have you seen that thing? Like, let's pull it up. It is hideous beyond understanding. Okay. Yes, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Is it a Flintstone collaboration? That is my only question. I would really like to know. See, look at the comments. This can't be real. These are just a concept shoe. Yeah, okay, but I'm not believing it's a concept shoe. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeezy would put this out, Ye would put this out, and people would actually buy it. People would buy this. People would buy it. So I don't want to hear it's just a concept when. No, I don't want to hear it. I've seen the stuff that they're okay with putting out. That's not just a concept. They will probably do this. Don't be surprised. Somebody did this. Yeah, I still don't think it's a concept. I'm gonna be real with you. I think they're real shoes, and that's gonna end up coming out like later down the line. I'm just gonna be real with you. That's my honest opinion. I'm also not into Yeezys like that. So if you want to know about Yeezys, you guys should go subscribe and follow and watch Roscoe. And I'm pretty sure Roscoe will have all the news on everything Yeezy, everything Ye related. What's good, TJ? You think the Cool Grey 11s next year will have a mesh upper or will it be suede? I have a feeling it's the ballistic mesh we're used to. I hope it's the ballistic mesh we're used to. I wouldn't be upset if it's suede, and that's only because if you look at the Jeter 11 mid, it's suede. Now, mind you, there are only 5 of those made in the world, so I'll never get my hand on it. I'm really sad about that. But that was all suede, and it was still really, really nice. Like, it was great quality. I think it looked great. So I think gray being suede could look great, but they're probably going to give us mesh. Like, if you look at the Jubilee, people are still ranting and raving about that one, and it's the classic patent leather and mesh. So I think they'll go with just the regular mesh. I'm not a fan of Yeezys. I don't have any. I'll have women comment on the sizing video I did, and they'll ask about Yeezys, and I'm like, listen, I can't help you here. I have never tried on a Yeezy. I have never purchased a Yeezy. I can't help you there. You hope it's suede? It would be interesting if it was suede. I wonder if that would deter or change people's minds about it. If it was suede instead of mesh, would people pull back? Because some people want like double up, triple up on that shoe. So I wonder if it would change things. Again, I don't know that it would, but I'm kind of curious if it would. Yeezy as shit. So you can see it's a no-go. Don't be, listen, you're the only one that's all about them Yeezys. You're the only one that's all about them Yeezys. The man, the legend, Sticker Fetish, I really appreciate you, sir, for stopping by. I know you're busy. I know you're busy. You're looking up the history and all the facts that we need to know on the next sneaker. But I do appreciate you taking the time. You would have Clay take the shot. If it's that big shot, the longer their careers have progressed, yes, because Clay actually does. For one, Clay doesn't always get the best defender, but sometimes he does, just based on like, because people will try to downplay LeBron's defense, like that man doesn't hawk down tons of fast breaks. I would still probably trust Clay. I'm not being biased because he's my favorite, but I would trust Clay, and that just goes back to the game where the man set a record of 37 points in a quarter. Like, if he's hot, just let him go. Just let him go. Hey, man, what is going on? What is going on? KD would take. Well, I mean, I think people fail to remember that, like, that year where they lost to the Warriors and he was with Oklahoma, Steph was the one that locked him down at the top of the three-point line. I think they forget that. I think they forget that. Shortstop CJ. Man, listen, I was like small. Like it really came down to in college having fast hands and just being able to try to just disrupt your pattern of dribble or just direct you and turn you so somebody else could come trap you. Because goodness knows I wasn't big enough if you were trying to back me down. I didn't have the muscle and size that I do now. I absolutely did not. I didn't even really get that until I was heading out of college. Did you have a second or even a third sport? So I played soccer immediately after basketball when I was about 10. I was a defender because I just wanted to pretty much check people and knock them off of the ball. No joke. That was really why I wanted to be a defender. I played on a team with always a lot of really, really good forwards too. So there was no reason for me to take the ball up the field. Like, we had amazing forwards and we had a really talented midfield when we got in high school. So I stopped playing soccer about middle school, I think, because I ran track first time, 7th grade. I was really just doing it to stay in shape in the off season for basketball. I didn't want to go into summer and just be totally winded and out of shape. And then come to find out, mid-distance and distance were my thing, and I was somewhat decent at track. I didn't feel I was good, but I mean, I was decent enough in track. So I ran track from 7th grade through senior year. I was supposed to actually run in college, but then the coach that recruited me left, and there was just kind of, I don't know. There's just a lot of dead period of dead space in there. Not a lot of communication ended up happening. And college is enough when you're trying to play one sport. And I was injured that first year for basketball, so I never pursued track all the way through in college. So parts of me wanted to keep playing soccer when I was in high school, but in Michigan and in women's sports, track and soccer were in the same season. They were in the spring. So it was really difficult for you to try to do both. I was going to try to do both because games for soccer were Mondays and Wednesdays, and track was Tuesdays and Thursdays for our meets, and then we had Saturday invitationals. I wanted to do it, and the track coach said no, and because he was also the athletic director, he looked at our soccer coach, no joke, and he was like, remember who cuts your checks. I was like, all right, well, hammer thrown down. Guess I won't be playing soccer. Fun travel, hot country. It's hot. Well, I don't even know if I want to take high-profile sneakers then if it's hot. It would probably be a lot of trainers and a lot of fly knit shoes so my feet can breathe. Other than Off-White Pressos, what's the one other exclusive Nike release you would pick? Fear of God 1. That shoe retails for $350. So I have a few that I'm watching right now, like on different markets, and I would still have to shell out 500 ballpark 600, so 500 to 600 for a Fear of God 1. I still really want it, whether it's string, whether it's oatmeal. I really love the oatmeal one. Like, I really want the oatmeal one. I feel like it goes with so much. So other than the Off-White Pressos, there are other Off-Whites I really like. I like the Off-White 97s. I especially like Serena's blazer, but again, I need total comfort if I'm going to sit there and spend the money for an Off-White at this point. But I really do like the look of those. the Prestos, just they've always done it for me when it comes to Off-White. The Off-White 97 I still like. It wasn't so maybe so out there. Maybe it wasn't deconstructed enough for me to want to pay that amount for it. That's probably what it is. What sneaker would you buy if money was no issue? Yeah, student loans are truly a pain. Y'all will find out about that tomorrow. What sneaker would I buy if money was no issue? I'm not somebody that only goes for like the insane, like hyped ones just because maybe they turn heads. I mean, truth be told, I might be that person that bought every colorway of the Fear of God 1. And I don't have tons of like super expensive shoes. I mean, like the DR1 wasn't even attractive enough for me to have ever want to spend $2K on it. I'm just being honest. I don't even know how Complex came up with that as sneaker of the year. It is so out of touch to me. I don't even understand it. Money, no object. Probably having to go secondary market, just get the Fear of God 1s and get every colorway that has ever come out. Union 1s, absolutely, both pairs. I would maybe even buy a couple of pairs because I would beat one up. Like I would definitely beat one up. So Union 1s are probably going to be the most expensive ones up there that I really, really, really want. I would, if I could get my hands on a Jeter 11, like the mids, but I'm pretty sure even in those 5 sizes, I don't think they're in my size. But if I could get my hands on an actual Jeter Jordan that was limited, I would get that too. I've only packed 5 and worn 1. No, I would definitely wear more than 1 because like Vans don't go with every outfit, but I would just walk around in Vans and beat them up. Did you like the J Balvins? I feel like you could pull them off. I thought the J Balvins were fun. I thought they were electric. I thought they played to Jay's culture. I would say this. I think they could have done something really unique, a tad bit different. I think Frank Cook and the team did an amazing job on them. I don't know if he'll be able to see this, but Frank, you did a great job. But I thought like one element they could have done was about, because it was supposed to be, I'm not sure if it was like Mexico and Colombia, but actually have had some of the shoe like peel back, whether it could have been the flaps on the actual wings of the shoe or not. But if they peeled back to reveal like colors of one country, but the outer was actually more a colorway the other part of his heritage, I thought that could have been a fire like design. Like it maybe it wore away over time. Now, again, he's not a skater, he's an artist. So I get that doesn't make all the most sense. That's more so like the Travis Scott SB that makes sense to have it wear over time. But I thought that could have been cool. But it was really fun and electric. I laughed so hard looking on social media when people kept saying, "Oh, I'm getting these, but I don't even know what to wear with them." So it's a definite flip because I don't know what to wear with them. Here's a hint: if a shoe is really, really loud, make the outfit really, really toned down. You can put neutrals with anything. You can still do the basic black. Like you can find things to do with it, or pick a color that was in the J Balvin and play on that in your outfit. But I guess people didn't want to do that. And I do feel bad for the people that couldn't get it. Like there were a lot of people of Latin descent that wanted that sneaker just as a moment of pride of what that means for them in sneaker culture. And they weren't able to get it because, of course, people just bought it to resell it. Is there a holy grail you haven't copped yet? Yeah. Bread one, like not the 2013. I don't consider that, especially in grade school. So I really need either like the 2011 or the 2016 bread one. And I will even get a men's 7 for the quality, but I need a bread one. It needs to happen. So a bread one is my holy grail that I have not copped. Let's say like true older Jordan. And modern day grail would be the Union one. So that's modern day. So we got old school, we got modern day. And I don't have either. I don't have either right now. I really do want it though. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah, you can keep defending that shoe all you want to. It's still trash. I said what I said. It's a trash shoe. I don't think the 400s are so bad. They're good. You know, whatever you say, Dino. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. People will absolutely still wear it. That's a cult following at this point. Like if he really put out to get a certain sneaker, you had to drink some Kool-Aid, they would do it. I wholeheartedly believe they would do it. I want a pair. You have fun with that. You have fun with that. Have you seen that's what that is. I'm 100%. I feel like that's what that is. Those So I Am Venom shoes right there. Man, I haven't watched that movie in so long. And I love the main actor, but I haven't watched that movie in so long. Are you getting the Jubilees? I am not. I am not. I did a video that I will not be going after them, but I understand people getting them. So here's the thing. Do I think the Jubilee is a beautiful sneaker? Yes. It's a Jordan 11. Okay. In terms of the most captivating sneaker, it's a Jordan 11. In terms of the most timeless sneaker for me, it's an Air Max 1 and then Jordan 1. And I will throw an Air Force 1 in there too. But for the Jubilee, it's beautiful. It's black. It's sleek. It's got silver accents. I love all of it. So the history of 25 years. But for the money I could spend on that versus other money this holiday season when I have both Space Jams, that's where I said no. And that's really the only reason. If I look down to the opportunity cost, if I could spend, because remind you, I don't get a discount on a Jordan 11. You don't get discounts. You don't get anything on a Jordan 11. I don't care if you work at a store or not. So I wouldn't get a discount. I would have to pay either the women's price if I got the women's pair, or the GS price plus tax. So I could spend that 180, 190, whatever it's going to be on that shoe and have two others that look just like it. And I don't wear my Space Jams a lot. Like, I need to wear my Space Jams more. I don't wear them a lot. And the fact that I have the Win Like 96 means they might not get worn a lot now because I'm really in love with that sneaker. But it's a pass. That's the thing. It's a pass right now. If it was gifted, you'd see it on feet a whole lot, but that wasn't the case. So I'm passing. I think it's an amazing shoe. I really hope it does. It's an 11. I have faith that it will do well this weekend. I am working, so, we should have it. I haven't checked in with our store, but I imagine we should have it. And I will certainly do like a recap, let you guys know how crazy it was. If you remember last year with the Bread 11 release, I was not paying attention when I tried to pick up like 3 pairs to walk out to the cash register. And I hit my head on one of those metal ladders and I had a knot on my forehead. Like, you guys couldn't really see it, thank goodness, but I had a knot that was thriving on my forehead. So it's Operation TJ not get hurt this year. That's my plan. Yeah, concepts list. Is that a trash can? I hope it's a trash can. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you mean. But, the concept is maybe trash. I hope that's what you mean about that Yeezy. But actual Complex's list was trash too. She isn't Jubilees are the worst 11. They're not the worst 11 of the decade. I wouldn't go that far to say that. I don't think. Let me see if I can pull up. I don't know. Let me see. You're saying the worst of the decade. How could it be worst of the decade? You really think it's the worst of the decade? I don't know if I can pull up. I don't know if they have like an easy look at every one that's come out in the last decade. I'm sure let me see. Is this the list I need? What are we going back to? 20. Okay, you know what? We're going to settle this. Wolf, since you wanted to make that statement. That's fine. You wanted to make that statement. Okay, let's look at a definitive guide, shall we? We're on Soul Collector. Let's look at a definitive guide. You know what's really cool about, is it, well, I know that came back out. Wherever the retro for that, so the women's snakeskin low, it's really cool. If you guys did not catch the 11 for 11, so I think that's what it's called. So the stories that are going on Sneakers app right now that are actually showcasing some women and their lineage to, yes, 11 for 11. I don't know if you all caught, I don't know, let me find her story. I don't know if you all caught this story by Kim. So she's actually on the Jordan brand team. She works on part of the women's team for releases. And her first sneaker that she worked on was actually the pink snakeskin Jordan 11. And that was actually the first sneaker she ever bought with her own money when she became like a working adult. So I thought that was a super cool connection back for her. But all right, Wolf, where are we starting at? Where are we starting at, homie? Where are we starting at? You want to go back to what? What do we need to go back to? What do we need to go back to? You said decade, and it's 2020. As trash as this year is. 2020, white metallic silver. You think the Jubilee is more trash than this? I'm not saying this is trash. I'm just saying this is not going to wear well over time. It's not going to, I don't need you to give me notifications. It's not going to wear well over time. Wear well. Get it together, CJ. So, no, the Jubilee is not as bad as this. That's a thing of beauty. Do you see that? Cannot wait to have that. Now, I just want, y'all just need to give me mesh and we'd be good. I'm not, listen, Jordan 11 lows don't fit my feet well. I don't know where the disconnect happened with the fit for my feet. I don't know, but it doesn't feel that great. And I've had to sell every Jordan 11 low that I've had. I had the Concord lows, and it was so sad. I even tried the whole, people were like, take the insoles out. That'll work. And I'm like, sure. I tried that. It was terrible. It was a god-awful experience. Really? You think it's better? You think it's worse than this? Okay. No comment. Arguably best shoe ever created. You think it's, well, listen, this is a good option for a low. Good option for a low if they would just, give us highs more. That would be great. Amazing. This was actually the reason a lot of people didn't buy the Bread 11 last year. I almost picked this up so many times, and then I passed because I was just always afraid the white patent leather, if it got a scuff on it, I would have to trash the whole shoe. But this is awesome. This is an awesome pick. We already know gammas were a thing everybody loved. I see no one wearing these. No one. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, I tried, y'all. I tried. I had it, and I think I had to sell it. I think I ended up selling it on eBay because it was just a no-go. I had these too. So this was me. I bought these, and I bought these, and I had to get rid of both. This is just bad memories. This is so everybody wants the legend to come back, or some people said, oh, well, you could have gave us the legend this year, but it wouldn't have been a celebratory sneaker for 25 years. So, I mean, I'm guessing that's why we don't have the legend. Maybe we get the legend in 2022. So I'm curious, would you guys rather have this or this? Does it matter which one? I mean, that you can wear with less. Let's just be real. You got to be a UNC fan to go all in on that one, I think. Yeah, everybody's like, TJ, you're getting those, right? Because of Jeter. Listen, I had already realized 11 lows were not going to work for my feet anymore. I gave up hope. I stopped having hope. I'm not really seeing where it's the worst. Some people hate this sneaker. I think it was one of the better 11s they've ever released. I'm not a fan of the Jumpman here. Only because this does not look good once there's wear on the midsole right here. Once this creases, this is gone. This is trash. But it's an amazing shoe. Again, we're going to stop. I remember when we got those in store. We're going to stop looking at those. Beautiful. I passed, and that was because of the price. Yep, and the 11 lows can't do. No, can't do, unfortunately. We might as well just get past these lows. The lows in my feet don't go well. Win like 82. I still need you. Shouldn't know. Win like 86 piece. Win like 96. Populate. Okay, this is a messed up list. Is it down? Okay, it's down there. Okay. Let me stop trashing y'all. I remember when this was in store, and I just kept watching it go down and down and down in price, and nobody was walking into Kids Foot Locker to buy it. You're a thing of beauty. Glad I have you now. The Easter was so close to the Concord. So close. I would be willing to try a Jordan 11 low, maybe for this, but I don't even think I can get it in my size. Rick to Queen, weren't these? Which WNBA player? I feel bad that I'm drawing a blank. But I do remember that was a special pair. The cap and gowns were slept on. I will say that. The quality was awesome on these. They really looked like the Gammas. But quality was awesome. Oh, really? Wolf. Worst one. I think I've proven my point, Wolf. Okay? I think I've proven my point. So the Jubilee is not the worst 11 of the decade. I think I've proven my point. So you lost that argument. I got to go all the way back up here. but you lost that argument. So just so you know. I think the 9s only look good in the cool gray colorway. It's funny. AJ and I were talking the other day, and he was like, "I think you should get some 9s, but you need to go get like a cool gray." And I haven't had 9s since I was young. I haven't had 9s since I was really young. So I want a 9. I just passed on this, and so I actually have a Nike Fear of God item on the way. So excited. And it's based on a hookup that your girl received, and I'm really grateful for people that know my affinity. So if you guys ever reach out and you're like, "Hey, this is here, Nike Fear of God restocked, Fear of God Essentials restocked," I really appreciate you. Some of you have just gone out of your way, out of kindness, and hit me up on Instagram to let me know about restocks. Thank you, because even if I'm not picking it up that moment, like I've passed on some stuff, I make sure to flip it to people I know who will really appreciate knowing that information. So thank you so much. But yeah, I had somebody tap in with me today about being able to secure one of the items. So you guys will have to watch. Stay tuned for that. But I'm really, really excited. They shoot on 7210s though. Those were amazing shoes. Have you had them in hand? Have I had what in hand? Have I had Yeezys in hand? Or are you asking him, has he had? He's probably had the Jubilees. I can guarantee you Best Laces Out has the Jubilees in store already. Yeah, they're probably in store. Thank you. And also, we're going to work on, I got a link with him, actually. I'm glad he was in here. I got a link with him because we got to work on crew neck sweatshirts for you guys. Okay, vintage wash. Okay, we're going to work on that. I promise you I'm going to work on that for you guys. Do you think the Lightning 4s are going to be a full-size run? I don't think they'll be full-size run. I think they'll do men's, and I think they'll do grade school. I don't see them doing full-size run for, like, preschool and then for infant. I don't see it. They could, which would be fine, but I think they'll do men's. I think they'll do grade school then. It's not garbage, but it's the worst one compared to what we've got in the last 10 years. It's not the worst one. It's not the worst one. Cool Gray, Concord, Space Jam, Bretta Labs in that order. That's a fire list. So I have all of those. So I'm pretty set right now. I have all of those. I'm pretty set right now. I pulled it up. Well, I'm just letting you know. I pulled up the list. So don't get mad. Don't get mad at me about the list. Don't get mad at me about the list. Okay? Breads are the best 11. If I had to pick an 11 after the Concord, I guess the Bread 11s are growing on me as a number 2. I guess they are. After having like because I have the pristine pair from last year, I guess they are. I actually played soccer first. Did you? And then you went to basketball? Beg to differ, top 2, but I take the Concord or the Jams over the Bread. Ooh, I'll take a Concord any day. That was the shoe that really started the game of like not getting rid of my shoes for myself and being more deliberate in the pairs I asked my mom for every birthday, Christmas, holiday, anything. So the Concord reigns supreme, and I absolutely just love the Space Jams. What is happening right now? Oh, okay. Let me see. That's why I love kicks. Everyone likes different things or grade each one different and no one is wrong. Not really. Like, that's the thing. Sneakers are so subjective. So even if I ever say like, "Oh, Complex, your list of top 10 for 2020 was trash," that's still a subjective list. It's their list. It's what they think. I actually never hold any fault about somebody for their list. That's their list. If they operate on the mindset of whatever was the most hyped or the most money in terms of resale market, then that's fine. Like, I have a different grading criteria in terms of like top 5 for anything. Lucky's doing the planet in about 100 other lifetimes. You have jokes. Big LJ, please be safe on the road. But thank you for tuning in. I'm getting more fog ones. I have no fog ones. I would just like a pair. I could get them. I just keep passing and buying everything else. I'm going to get my life together, though, one day, and I'm just going to bust up in here with some fog ones. I can understand the Concords and the Breads. The Cool Grays 11s are on another level. They're amazing. I have them in there. They're amazing, but they don't get a lot of wear because I have one pair, so I need the other pair to come out so I can really wear those. Oatmeal for sure on my top. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I have the one pair, and I'm watching right now. It's an oatmeal pair, and it is 500. I think it's 500. Now, again, that's not to say down the line I couldn't get like an amazing offer on one. But like the yellow ones were fire too, but they cost so much. I'm looking on StockX right now. Not even in my, yeah, they started like what, 7? So that's not even really an option. But you have the black, frosted spruce, orange pulse. The triple black ones, that's an easy one to get. I really like the sail though. So if I could get these as well, I might just have to get a 7. I might just have her, double insole it. But I really, really do want those. Now there are some people not, they're not all that into it. I get it. Yeah, the light bone is nobody has a smaller size. It's like $750 for the oatmeal, but I think the one I'm looking at has been worn a time or two. But it's I definitely need some. Cool Gray 11s are top 5, but now y'all are going in about these 11s. Best fog is the OG black and white, then the string followed by the OG gray. I don't know. The light bone does it for me. The sail in black, light bone, and then probably oatmeal for me. Getting both Union tuning up. Yeah, listen, Moneybags here. If you guys need some money, Moneybags here is going to start copping all the limited shoes, okay, or hype shoes. Union 1s, Off-White 4s. Y'all just hit Wolf up if y'all need a loan. Favorite lesson you learned from a book? My favorite? Favorite lesson I've learned from a book is it has to do if you've never read The 4 Agreements by was it Don Ruiz. If you've never read that, so he highlights 4 rules to live life by, and I'll touch on these later on this month. I think I actually do start talking about some of what I read in this book later this month. It's on my calendar to talk about this month. But he highlights the choices about the positions we put ourselves in as adults, and the fact that if you've already experienced something and you know what it is, and then you choose to say, or you choose to stay in that situation, whatever it could be, like work, school, relationships, doesn't matter. You continue to subject yourself to that. It's a lot of needless suffering. And as long as you acknowledge you're making that choice to do that, then fine, but there shouldn't be a reason to complain about it. And it really opened my eyes to the fact that as adults, there's a lot in life that we can't control, but there's a lot of life we choose to continue to stay in, and we continue to direct our energy in, that is not, we only have ourselves to blame after a while. Like if someone does something to you that was at your expense, that was with intention to harm you, or done to you with lack of care, lack of compassion, lack of empathy. Okay, it happened. And then it continues to happen, and you continue to stay in that needless suffering. It's needless at that point. It's senseless. There's no logical answer on paper or otherwise while you're staying in it. So it's a choice, and a lot of adults choose needless suffering for their lives, but they continuously feel like everyone else is putting them in this position where they can't win or they can't experience happiness. So for me, I took with that 9 times out of 10, what you're experiencing is because you placed yourself in that position. You have a choice to move differently. You have a choice to pick something else. And from there, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints in life, because if something isn't serving me, or it's not something that feeds into happiness, I don't entertain it anymore. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, or at least I would never want to. And then there is another one. If you read his follow-up book, The 5th Agreement, it talks about the fact that in life, or in our minds, we're technically all living our own like movie out, and we're the star. And so if you walk into, like I say, the way he depicts it, it's a huge movie theater, right? And let's just say I walk into your movie theater, Q, and I walk in and you're watching your own movie. You don't even see me walk in because you're so focused on your movie, because the movie is your life. And I'm looking at how you are depicting and seeing me on the screen. And it's nothing of what I think I am. I don't feel like I talk that way, look that way, act that way, nothing at all of what is on the screen. But it's your vision of life of what's on the screen. It's how you see it, and that's your story. So if I were to walk out of your theater then and walk into, let's even say, my mom's theater, she would not even notice me walk in because she's so focused on her life. And it's based on her filter and her perception and what she's gone through in life. And even looking at the screen there, even though that's my mom, how she may see me may not be any interpretation that I have of myself. And so it kind of opened my eyes to understand every single individual, when you go through life and you're thinking about what is somebody going to say, and we're so fearful of judgment, and we will put everybody's judgments on ourselves before they've ever had the opportunity to put it on us. And you have to take a step back and realize most people are so engrossed in their own lives, their own problems, their own insecurities, their own trials, their own struggles, their own family, their own kids, their own significant other, their own drama, their own whatever. They're really not that focused on you. But you will go through life acting as if their judgment is the end all be all, when they're really not even focused on you. They don't even know you entered the theater. So those are two, I guess, really, really good things I learned from a book I read. Would you bring back Jim Harbaugh next year? If not, who would you hire for that school in Michigan? I'm ready to pull the plug. I think the experiment has gone on long enough. At some point, I can't continue to say, as you can tell, I've been needing to say this for a minute. So I can't continue to look at players that go on to the league and they have decent careers and they are making a way for themselves at the second level. They match up well on paper. There's no way it's just the players. I get that the players are the ones that are out there actually executing whatever strategy we drew up. Some days I don't think we have a strategy. I can't keep blaming them because who is planning this? We have the most just you know that person you play on Madden or on NCAA when NCAA was a thing? Because I used to play NCAA football. That was it. I would sit down, get lost, and I would only take a break to maybe go to the bathroom if I really had to. Outside of that, I would just play NCAA. I would start my career in high school as a running back or a quarterback, and I would just go all the way through until college, okay, and try to make it to the championship. And you remember that person you would play, and they would just choose the same play, like over and over. Like you knew their pattern for offense. That's what it feels like. Every defensive coordinator knows our pattern. Like the people, like this is the one year where I feel like we would have gotten blown out by Appalachian State. I'm just going to be real with you. Like the COVID was a blessing in a very dark way. We're not, it's not a massacre or a snuff film with Ohio State this year because that's exactly what it would have been. So I just think it's time to clean house, start fresh. Who would I get? Ugh, that's difficult. Because even if somebody is a really good coordinator, you don't know how they handle being a head coach. That's different, right? As a coordinator, you only have to focus on just offense or defense. As a head coach, it is also dealing with the media. I feel like you almost do take on more of that front office, also a parent role in a way to all of the boys that are on the team and girls also because you got the Vanderbilt kicker. So I don't know. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see who's available. But I'm ready to clean house. I'm ready to be done. I'm just ready to be done. Like as excited as I was for the season to start, once I watched it play out, I'm over it. I'm over it. Jay Balvin's booty juice, rainbows, and hype thrown up by a unicorn shark. Listen, there are a lot of people that liked it. I knew there were going to be some who didn't. But yeah, fire him. We done. We've been there, done that. When you look at the record, we can't even beat. You can't even beat this. Like Michigan State, they've had some decent running backs, but that's it, and we can't even beat them. I had my old manager message me. Okay, decided to troll me, and we hadn't talked in a minute since I transitioned into this new role. I think I hopped on to kind of bomb one of their photo bomb one of their Zoom calls, but he messages me out of nowhere. He's like, "Wow, IU, huh?" And I'm just like, it's bad when the person that doesn't normally talk sports with you about your team decides to message you, but that's okay because God made a way for me to get him back. I messaged him back. I said, "Wow, you lost to a team that doesn't even have a football name. They don't even have a name. You lost to just Washington." Just the Washington football team. That's who you lost to. He was like, "Yeah, we're almost as bad as Michigan." I was like, "Fact, almost. We're terrible this year." I can own up to when my teams are terrible. I don't have a problem doing that. I am not going for the ambush dunks. No, I am not. Let me tell you what I'm sad about. So one of my homies hit me up. I used to work with him at Kids Foot Locker. He's actually now at Finish Line. But that's cool, right? That's cool because he can help me. I can help him. But he hit me up and he got the Chicago SB dunk. So I feel like he was a bad homie though in this point because he didn't let me know that our local skate shop had these. I feel like he loses homie points for this, for real. He didn't let me know, but our local skate shop apparently had these. Now the word on the street was they were backdooring as well. I don't know if that's true. This is allegedly. But this is also why people, I think, have an issue or don't feel bad when like skate shops get Nike contracts removed if they're doing that. I would love to still get my hands on that pair. It's going to be a nightmare. Getting any dunk is a nightmare now, unless you get like I got early access for the Samba. That's the only reason I was able to get it. I feel like, but I'm not going for the ambush. It's a no. Not that I don't like it. I'm just not going for it. Richie Lee had a drop that was coming out this Saturday. He pushed it back to next week, just as FYI. So, Wolf, if you didn't see the announcement, he's pushing it back to next week. What's your opinion on the Jordan 5 Off-White being sneaker of the year? It's not my sneaker of the year. It's not even – I have probably a very unorthodox top 5, but that's not my sneaker of the year. The Jordan 5 Off-White is not my sneaker of the year. I don't care which colorway. This is Jonah Walsh with the boyfriend's phone. Hello. Hey. Listen, you view however you need to view. I appreciate it. Nobody should take that list seriously. Okay, so I guess that's a question for you guys. Do you take that list seriously? Do you all take the complex list seriously? Or do you already know going in it's a lot of hype? It's a lot of appeal to the younger reselling generation? Because that's partly what I feel it is. The NBA players list. Listen, the list was trash because Kobe was so far down. Not to mention Clay was not present on the list. So redo it. Throw it all away. Throw it in the trash and start over. How the hell Zion top 20 with half a season with minor restrictions? Yep. That was me. Like that's not the young kid. I think he's amazing. You're not top 20 amazing. Not yet. Anything on ESPN? No, you know what? When it comes to me, honestly, when it comes to me watching sports, like taking it in, I could watch Skip and Shannon all day. Like, again, I said that's one of my bucket list items. I want to be on set, and I just want to sit back and chill in my Jordans, and we're just going to have a face-off with kicks to see who won that day, okay? And I'm going to, try to go live when that happens or something, if I could ever make that dream come happen. I don't know who you're talking about hating. What are we hating? On your ugly Yeezys? J-Lo took a pic with a royal blue jogging suit. Again, pick a color to play off of that shoe, and it works. If you don't know how to coordinate it. But listen, I have that bright tie-dye hoodie in there that says actions speak louder than I think it says anything. I think it says actions speak louder than anything. Maybe, I don't know. I would have paired that with it, truth be told. I don't know. I love the Jubilees personally. It's a great looking shoe. Listen, I've seen the shoe so much. I cannot deny that is a beautiful looking 11. It's black. It's got the that translucent bottom. I really like the sole of it. I like the silver Jumpman on there. I haven't always been a fan of Jordan going down the eyelets because if it starts to fall off, then what? I'm going to have to go get tweezers and pull off every other one. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of that. As Richard said, trash can holder. Well, W said it's a no for him. Yeah, that Yeezys just got awful trash, man. We're not speaking about them Yeezys. Oh, you're speaking just holiday releases. Okay, well, I mean, Sparkling 11's the worst. Do you all remember those? Do you know there were people hot in my comment section, hot like some Cheetos over how could you not buy those? I thought this was TJ's money, right? I didn't see a debit card. I didn't see a credit card. I didn't see a Cash App, a Venmo, a PayPal, friends and family. I saw no form of payment to pay for the shoe that I didn't want to just go spend my money on. When you proceed with that, I can buy a shoe. Fine. I'm pretty sure I could pull off whatever and wear it. I didn't have a problem with the shoe. I certainly wasn't going for that shoe over a Bread 11. Are you kidding me? No, miss me there. Miss me there. Yeah, the stories were fire. They were absolutely fire. I'm just so glad there were so many women that were showcased for this holiday 11. And I'm real. Listen, Wolf, I'm skipping past a lot of your stuff. People just making hot takes. I think some people are like, I can understand. You cannot want the Jubilee if you have every other predominantly black Jordan 11. That's fine. I am with that. I'm cool with that. I still want, listen, that's not to say down the line, I may not go back and get it. Everything comes to a point of me. What else am I doing in the month? What other clothes am I buying? What other shoes am I buying? That's just it. I almost caved and bought a True Blue 3 today. But instead, glad I was patient. I was able to secure Nike Fear God. And that's just way easier. Cougar 11 arouses me. The Cougar 11 is an amazing shoe. It's dope. Dope. You're right. I had the Concord lows. They kind of hurt after wearing throughout the day. I couldn't even get through a day. I got through an hour and I said, no. I said, nope. I asked one of my friends, I'm like, if I go up in size, will it help? And he's like, that's going to lengthen the shoe. It's not going to widen it for you. I was like, touche. Concords just came off. They should have given us those. They're not going to give us Concords. Like 11 golf shoes are fire. Yeah, I have a friend. I feel like he only golfs in Jordans. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, thank you. Mad they canceled the house there. I'm not. I'm not mad about it at all. Not mad about it. You ever get the Air Max 1 Royal you had in your eBay cart a while? Congrats on 16K. Thank you. And nope. It's still sitting there. Let me see. I have not gone for that. It's still sitting there. It probably feels abandoned right now. So in my cart right now are some True Blue 3s, some Jordan 1 lows, Curry 5s, some more Champion slippers. I'm not going to apologize for that. Jordan 1s, another pair, of Jordan 11 Win Like 96, a pair of Cherry Jordan 13s, a pair of Bread 13s, this Nike sportswear vest that Richie Lee had a while back. I think he said he didn't even wear it a lot and he gave it away, but I still kind of want it. The New Balance Bodega Better Days is sitting in my cart. And then a lot of Fear God random items. And some Klay Thompson socks. Yeah, I'm not mad. Like, I don't want to witness that. I'm just being real. I don't want to witness that. Platinum 10s for the worst 11, but that wasn't a holiday. Yeah, it wasn't a holiday release, but that is by far the worst 11. Easy. We had a pair, and even the display pair was so hard to keep clean. I stopped trying after a while. I stopped trying after a while. What's up? Yeah, I stopped trying. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you. Truly appreciate you guys for coming through. Absolutely. Let's just go ahead, fire off some questions. I thought this was TJ's. I'm just saying, I thought it was TJ's money. That was it. That was my thing. Go to StockX one. Do you guys trust more? I got black fog ones and Travis's from off there. I mean, you're always taking a risk with any like secondary platform. I think, of course, it helps sometimes when they are just dead stock, but either one. I bought my Fear of God raids from GOAT. Where I'm looking initially is StockX for my fog ones. I think either one, to be honest with you. I've shopped off GOAT. I've shopped off StockX. I haven't had an issue with either one. I think it's either one. It's just going to be preference at the end of the day. Favorite fogs, the Amarillo Yellows, OG Blacks, the Oatmeals, and Summertime Sales. Those are all amazing colors. The Sale is it for me. I don't know what it is. I've fallen in love with Sale. I really, really have. I love it. So the Yellows, I remember people had to jump through so many hoops at ComplexCon to be able to get that. I think it was ComplexCon they had to do. They had to jump through all these hoops. are extremely comfortable as well. Okay, so I've heard this. I heard they're really difficult to get into, but I heard that once you get them on, you don't want to take them off. That's what I've heard. Do you like 14s? It's not my favorite retro up there, just based on style. Like, I was thinking back the other day, I really miss. So I remember when I begged my mom. I begged my mom for. I had a pair of Jordan 16s. I had 17s. And you couldn't tell me nothing when it came to like the 17s, because I was able to buy those with my own Christmas money. I thought I was literally the shit walking into Foot Locker. But I remember when I had the 16s, and I would take a 16 all over again before a 14. And that's just me. I'm not saying 14s look bad, but I don't know. It's just something about like I do really like those later, some of those later models. Just the 14 just doesn't hit for me, and maybe it's because now I have such a love for 13s. What about the royal black and blue 13s coming out? I definitely want those. Absolutely. They're on my list, and hopefully, I mean, the goal is to get them in store so that I can get them on discount, because if I get them on discount, I'm spending all my money, and I'll find something else to go treat myself to. But I absolutely want those 13s. TJ, remember the JD&I Nike heavy neck crew neck? What if I told you I found more colors? What colors? What colors? DM me. What colors? Hey, BFF, who I was literally on the phone with before this, like literally right before this. And you guys will have to, you guys will absolutely have to make sure that you stay tuned with us, because AJ and I have something special in the works for you to be able to watch and just listen as you go about your day. So just stay tuned for that. But I promise you, we got something coming. I promise you. So you want to know the funny part? I don't even know if the color is going to pick it up. This is actually red. I don't know what part of me streaming this has changed the color. I don't know if it's the webcam. But this is actually red. There was like something I did earlier with the light. I don't know what it is, where you can tell that this is actually red. It's not orange. I promise you, this is actually red. It's not orange. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, but I appreciate it. We got two swoosh right here. So I'm in uniform, but yeah. Maya Moore. I feel terrible that I cannot think of her name, but yes, that was her Jordan 11 that came out. That was her Jordan 11 that came out. Yeah, I have those. Exactly. That is truly the only reason why. If I didn't have those, I would absolutely buy the Jubilee. Concord just came up with this shit. Oh yeah, you said because they were a sketch. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I mean, yeah, it was a sketch. Let me see. They're not as difficult as what people say. So people are just complaining. Would I consider you a whiner? No. And I talk to you every day, so no, I would definitely not consider you a whiner. Hey, let me see. Have you ever viewed I'm an Athlete YouTube channel with Brandon Marshall, Fred Taylor, Chad Johnson? You should. And what other YouTubers do you watch besides sneakers and clothes? I have not viewed the I Am an Athlete YouTube channel. I'll have to check into that. I have not viewed that. In terms of other content outside of sneakers and clothes, I watch Graham Stephan a lot. One of my subscribers actually put me on him. I don't remember who you are, but you're awesome. I watch Graham Stephan a lot. I watch Kelly Stamps a lot. So she's actually a vlogger. So let me tell you about her trajectory, I should say. She started like earlier this year. I was watching her in like January. I think she had just hit 10K maybe. She's well over 350,000 subscribers right now. And she quit her job. YouTube is her full-time job, and she moved to Boston from New York. So I watch her a lot. She's hilarious. I love her sense of humor. I watch Shelby Church. I watch a lot of crime shows on YouTube as well. So they're not necessarily creators. It's just TV shows that are streamed on YouTube, like Obsession, Dark Desires, Deadly Women, Wives with Knives. Listen, if somebody ever dies next to me or close to me, I'm screwed. They're going to look at my playback history, and I'm already suspect number one. I'm just going to point that out there. Even if I don't have anything to gain from them passing, I'm screwed just based on my watch history because I watch a lot of those shows. But I'm trying to think of just creators outside of Kicks. Skip and Shannon aren't creators on here, but I do watch the playback for their live show. I don't like for the people that are known for like being bigger in terms of YouTube and people streaming. Like I don't watch gamers. There's nothing exciting for me to watch about you playing a game for an hour. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not into cars like that. I won't even joke. I normally stick to the few creators I do watch, and then some of the vloggers. So it may be vloggers that I'll watch if I connect with them. But a lot of times I'm streaming like just regular TV shows that are on YouTube. Did someone call you a whiner? Did someone say that you were whining? Ended up buying the Fear God skid grips over the summer. Still haven't worn them yet. Still trying to complete an outfit with them. You can do a lot with the skid grips. To be honest with you, you can do a lot. You can do a lot. Just have fun with them. Just have fun with them. Yeah, you just have to tone it down. When the shoe is super loud, go with a really toned down neutral fit. Sneaker Addict, what is going on? Hey. And then if you guys didn't know, again, I said, Fresh and myself, we are working on making sure we get you guys crew neck out, but just to be mindful to remind you guys to let you know. So every Thursday night, so technically tonight, so 7 p.m. Central, they go live, which means 8 p.m. my time, Eastern time. He'll go live like right after me on here. And they'll usually feature a business owner, a small business owner, and they'll actually talk to them about their startup, purpose, about the actual brand itself, the journey they're on, where they look to go, and then you can pick their brain about a lot of different things. So if you are somebody that aspires to have your own small business, especially if it is in streetwear or clothing, I think it's a good channel for you to tap into. And then, of course, they're always going to talk sneakers, but you can certainly check his channel out. So he's on here. A Fresh Culture, you guys can check him out, and he will be live later on tonight because it's Thursday. Nike or Gymshark? I don't own a single thing that's Gymshark. I don't own a single thing Gymshark. I respect the owner for what he was able to build it to. It's valued at I think, is it $1 billion or something maybe now? $1 billion or $2 billion? Before I started to heavily post a lot of my sneaker content. I always have sneakers, okay? That has never changed. It was a lot of fitness content. So I've been just as immersed a lot of times in like the fitness world. I've pulled back over the last 2 years because I've been really more into my own content for Kicks. But Gymshark man, listen, with some of the designs they would come out with, it was just a no. Like there were always these matching fruity color type sets. And it was just a no for me. Like it's a no. I have tons of Nike stuff. I will always have tons of Nike stuff for working out. So it's nothing against, I think Gymshark, I think they've gotten a little bit better with their designs over the years. They certainly target like a specific type of person into the gym. It was just never me. So I've never owned a single Gymshark item at all. I've never owned a single Gymshark item at all. What's up? What's cracking? I was thinking acid wash denim jacket, olive cargos, and a black red Chinatown Market hoodie. That sounds fire. That sounds fire. The green cargos will let every color in that shoe stand out. Listen, people, if you are not up on your green pants game, okay, olive, all shades of olive, I don't know what you are doing with your life, but you need to get it together. Okay, I probably will do a video one of these days just to show you how many green pairs of pants I have. And I don't plan on stopping, so I'll probably have to do a video on that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of green cargo pants. Oh, you were just checking? You just wanted to make sure you weren't whiny? Okay, I didn't know if somebody had called you whiny. I was just curious. If somebody had called you whiny. You let the shoe speak for itself instead of fighting for attention. Yeah, if you can go loud, but it needs to be like, if the shoe is all types of loud, if it coordinates, you can be really loud with just your top, but not like your bottom. Like have you ever seen those sets where I get that it's a set, but you shouldn't wear it together? That's sometimes how people look. We had a guy walk through the mall the other day, and my coworker and I were like, that's one of those sets. You got to break the pants and the shirt up. So I am behind a season of How to Get Away with Murder. You know how they take that break? So I'm at the break where the baby was taken. Lori's baby was taken. And Lori, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But I haven't picked up since then. But yes, I do watch Snapped often. And I'm always sitting here like, how did you not know it was her? How did you not know the wife killed the husband or whoever else she killed? Like, I'm always perplexed how people didn't know. But yeah. Are you into shoes outside of sneakers? No, I'm not. Don't even. I own one pair of wedge heels and they have not been worn in over a year and a half, going on 2 years. Listen, I may never wear heels again in my life, y'all. I work from home. I'm just being real with you. I may never wear heels again in my life. I'm not the girl that does both. I'm the girl that will still show up like in a dress, but just know some kicks may still be on. I'm just going to be real with you. I love Skip and Shannon, everyday viewer. Listen, Skip and Shannon are life, okay? I watched the playback this morning as I was getting ready for the gym. I watched the playback where they were talking about the Cowboys being like just embarrassed by the Ravens. And man, like I feel so bad for Skip all the time. I really do, because man, he rides and cheerleads for Jerry like no other, and they just let Skip down. I mean, they let America down because I don't know who voted them as America's team, but Shannon just has no sympathy for poor old Skip. They always betting some due, I swear. Definitely trying to keep that in mind. Yeah, just tone down the fit. Do you have a P.O. box to get stuff sent to? By the way, love the live. Thank you, Ink Addict. So I do not yet. That is on my agenda to do for start of 2021. So I'm going to do that. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to get on that. Why did I not in the first place? Because I wouldn't think that people would need to have to send me stuff. I'm just going to be real with you. Dre Day Kicks, what's up? I know you always checking in, so I appreciate you. Inspired me to buy my first Supreme piece. You see Supreme every day in the shop and you still haven't bought any? Like, really? Wow. What's up? Every day's doing good. Would Nike Fog t-shirt be worth buying on StockX? What's the price for it right now? Let's see. I know that was an item they were beating people over the head with. Just because it's such a low buy-in, because it is a t-shirt. It's only $45. They're going, I mean, it depends on your size. Right now, they're all hovering at about $110 to $120 in price. For the oatmeal, oh, the gray one, never mind. Gray is more expensive. Gray, if you want a small and gray, it's $188. Woo, we are creeping up into mainline prices. Is it worth buying? Let me ask you this. Are you normally comfortable spending $100 on a t-shirt? And are you familiar with the fit? Like, do you own other Fear of God pieces? Like, this is just part of your look, part of your aesthetic. You see the value. You're okay with spending $100. Or would this be like your first time spending $100 on a t-shirt because you have to buy a resale? Because I think that would change my answer. If you're used to that, if you're used to dropping 100 on a hoodie, 100 on the pants, then maybe go for the oatmeal shirt that isn't going for crazy amounts. The white and the gray are going for higher amounts. If this is your very first time getting into it, spend the 100 on Fear of God pants, or spend the 155 or 175 on Nike Fear of God pants versus a t-shirt. What colorway is it on the thumbnail? I'm not even sure what is the thumbnail that's showing. I'll have to see. I'll have to hop on YouTube. Let me see. Let me hop on here real quick and be able to see what it's showing as I'm streaming, because I'm not sure what it's showing. It's red. I know it looks orange. Trust me, when I first hopped in front of the camera, I kept trying to figure out what was happening and why it looked orange. Because I have an actual thumbnail up, I have a thumbnail up though. So I don't think it's going to play. I don't think it's going to play because I have a thumbnail up. It's the thumbnail I actually posted. I'm trying to see. Let me look at the playback. No, it looks straight orange. So I don't know. Maybe there was a color change. There had to have been a color change somewhere in here. But the hoodie is charcoal. If you're talking about the actual thumbnail, that's charcoal. I'll grab it. It's right there. Hold up. Hold up. So yeah, this is considered charcoal, which when you think of charcoal, think of like a dark tan almost. Think of like a dark tan almost. Again, in the color grading, I don't know if it's best for me to do this right now because goodness knows that this looks orange and it's really red, but this is actually charcoal. Everything, actually, when you think about it, everything in my apartment, even my bedding now is like all neutral. It's really funny. It's really funny. But yeah, there you guys go. So after this, you can head on over to his channel and you can be able to watch. Hey, make sure you tell my baby Junie I said hi. He's amazing and he's the cutest. I don't know. It's my Nike girl, and she has the cutest little subscriber of mine. Don't wear too much the same colors. Yeah, no, don't look like literally people be looking like all out blueberries. I wish I had the attitude for YouTube. I'd be a hit. You can. I mean, I don't know if there's the attitude for it because you're really just being yourself. It's just. That is a Flyknit Chukka. I know that's like before a lot of your time, like a lot of you. It's a Flyknit Chukka, which this shoe was all the rage some years ago. I remember they had a gray colorway that I really wanted. But this is a Flyknit Chukka. So it's purple, it's orange. We got some maroon in there. And then like teal. The laces are reflective. If I had like a flash on, you would be able to see. But it also weighs nothing. So that's why I let it spin in the back because it's so lightweight. It spins like crazy. And then it's got like a orange insole, but these are super, super light. Like I remember there was a trainer, she was doing like was it a challenge? I think it might have been like a challenge, like a fitness challenge or weight loss challenge or something. And like some of the winners were actually being like gifted these, which is pretty cool. TJ, I love your attention to detail with clothing and sneakers. The other sneaker YouTubers can't try. Well, I really thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't really get into the business of commenting on my peers of what they, their dress or whatever. I'll just say this: they don't really have to present a whole lot if all they do is on feet looks, which is what a lot of them do. So. I mean, they kind of take out you all being able to say or judge anything because the only thing they do is post and on feet. So you see the shoe, bottom sole of the shoe, you see the top of the pants. That's it. I mean, this is about as far as it goes. Undisputed is bomb. Undisputed is the best sports talk show. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I do not care. But while we bang on the Cowboys, though, listen, if L. Johnson was still in here, he would tell me to watch my mouth too. Listen. I used to long time ago. As Bernie Mac would say, long time ago. I actually used to be. I don't know if I was so much. I was a Cowboys fan only because I fell in love with the movie The Little Giants, and so I had in my mind I wanted to be a Cowboy. Which, if you think about it, I wanted to be part of the antagonist team, not the protagonist team. I don't know what that says about me at a young age, but I wanted to be part of the Cowboys. Okay. I wanted to be on the team with Spike because I just thought he was the ish as a little kid. And I convinced my mom. I was like, Mom, I need Cowboy everything. Like, I really thought, y'all, that I was about to be part of the Cowboys, okay? I made her buy me a Cowboys locker. Like, it was a plastic locker that was in my room, and it had Cowboy insignia all over it. I had the Cowboy starter coat. I had the Deion Sanders shoes, the white, navy blue, and silver ones that had 21 on them. I had his jersey. I had Emmitt Smith's book. I had a Troy Aikman jersey. I really thought I went all in. And then when I was able to really like watch football, evolve, and understand it more, like the Colts became my own personal team. But yeah, listen, I've had love for the Cowboys at one point. But you all make yourselves the laughing stock. And you should maybe you should blame Skip that throws a jersey away like like all the time. Maybe blame him. You can blame Uncle Shay Shay. You can blame Uncle Shannon since he makes it so easy to make fun of them. Well, yeah, you're a bait person. I forgot about that. You really like bait. I forgot about that. You really, really like bait. I thought about that. Trendy Kicks, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I gotta represent, for the Light Skin Association. Yeah, it's a gray and tan. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's like a gray and tan. Yes, they had aqua and vault colorway of those chukkas. Yeah, chukkas were the ish. Like chukkas were amazing. I don't wear them as much, so that's why I just let it spin. And because it's so lightweight, it spins beautifully all on its own. I have one pair of Flying Racers. Flying Racers are awesome too. You just gotta be careful, like not to be on the chill on the Cowboys. I'm just listening. You all let the Ravens run like 300 some yards on you. That's all I'm saying. All of Shannon's teams could lose and all of Skip's teams could win, and Skip would still get laughed at the hardest. No, facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing funnier than Shannon like going through the rundown of people that could match up, and he's like, don't matter. Lakers and foe. Just the funniest thing ever. Hail to the football team. Man, listen. Hell to my hope is Juwan Howard and this basketball team gets me through sports with Michigan right now because Michigan is on my nerve. I hated Spike. I love Spike. You couldn't tell me that Spike was not like up here. I loved Spike, but I equally loved Icebox, which if you guys didn't know, that was the girl that was on the movie, and that's what I wanted to be also. So I told my mom, you need to sign me up for a football camp, which she did. So there's a picture somewhere around here where I attended the Jamie Brooks football camp. I was the only girl, and he had 3 sons, and 2 of his sons were in the camp. And I remember one of his sons got mad and pushed off. We were on the line together. I think he was wide receiver. I was DB. He pushed me and got mad because I think like the rep before that, I was able to knock the ball down out of his hands, and he was pissed off about it. And I'm like, okay, got your feelings. TJ was ready for practice at any moment's notice. Yes, absolutely. Always. I was ready. I was in first grade and we got to pick out a gift. Like this is how bomb my teacher was in first grade. There was like the top 5 kids in the class. You got to pick out a gift. So this is back in the day when, it was okay for teachers to possibly take kids places if you trusted the teacher to not do anything that they had no business doing, right? But I'll never forget Miss Tillman. She took us in her car. We went to her car, went to Toys R Us. And I picked out a football. Mind you, I'm little. Like, I've always been really, really small. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, first off, I think I'm small now. Until I go to try on pants. And the mediums are even becoming tight. I'm just being real. But I was really, really small. And I went and picked out this massive NFL football that I could barely cup the ball as you're supposed to run through a line. But it didn't matter. I had my football, and that was all I cared about. And I made my mom buy me, remember the little fake like Halloween football outfits? Like it was the plastic helmet, and then it had like the plastic shoulder pads. You had the jersey, you had the pants, you had to provide your own socks and shoes. Okay, well, I had that. I actually had it for the Lions because they didn't have the Cowboys. My mom's like, you got to take what you get. I was like, fine, but this team is trash. But I had that. Yeah, I had my starter jacket. Y'all couldn't listen. I was ready. Are you above 30? Sounds like my childhood. I'm 31. I just turned 31. So I would watch Little Giants all the time. I would watch Air Bud all the time. I'm trying to think of all sports-related movies. I watched Brink, and I thought I was an aggressive inline skater. I made my mom buy the inline skates. The shoulder pads, all that, helmet, all that. I went to a skate park. I thought I was doing it until I broke my wrist, and my mom was like, "Go sit your butt down somewhere." I also wanted to do motocross at one point, thanks to the movie Motocross. Or no, is it double crossed? I think it's double crossed on Disney. I don't know. My mom said hell to the no to that too. The Cowboys do to themselves, the LeBron fans do to. That is probably it. If the Cowboy fans weren't so bad, people probably wouldn't go in on the Cowboys. I have nothing against the Cowboys. I just think it's funny we can laugh at your expense. I'm sorry. It's this shoe. It's the Flyknit Checker. It's this right here. You're a bape junkie. You are absolutely a bape junkie. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Jeffrey Brown, yo, what's going on? The fans are so delusional and keep on using Dak. They do, and Dak is a decent quarterback. So I don't know the problem with Dak. I don't. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I'll be doing this for life, but I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Trust me, we got more on the way. I contemplated doing 12 days, Christmas, Vlogmas, and I'm just like, listen, for y'all gonna have to take the videos y'all get. They may not be holiday themed, but you're just gonna have to take the videos you get. I will rock a Christmas sweater though, come Christmas. Mark my words, I will have a Christmas sweater on. And it will be a Pickle Rick Christmas sweater from Rick and Morty. But I was gonna try to do that, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna deliver to y'all what I always do. Skip. Everybody knows that's when it's hit the pinnacle of Skip defending his team way farther than he needs to defend them. So for me, when it comes to Shannon, like, you can tell though he'll get like really frustrated though if he's trying to make a point and Skip keeps interrupting him. Oh, he gets heated. He gets mad. So who do you rock with in the NBA? What team? The Warriors. My little guys are back there, both Clay and Steph. My little guys are back there. Clay and Steph, which, I'm still going through a difficult time right now with Clay. I'm making it. It's still very difficult. I feel like I'm small, okay? I try to know, like, there's a trainer. She's like 5'9". She's like 155. I'm really about to look this up because this was some mess, y'all. Let me tell you. So I ordered a size medium in a pair of pants because I thought, okay, like, cool, right? Medium. I shouldn't have any problems, worries, concerned about the fit. I thought I would even have a little bit more room than what I did. And I have this problem right now where I don't have tons of space in my closet right now. So some stuff is just kind of sitting on a bin in my closet. But I ordered these joggers, okay? I don't know. Let me pull this up. I know she states what her size is, and I want to tell you what her measurements are and then how these fit on me. I thought she did it. Maybe she didn't for these. So the model is 5'3", 115, and she's wearing an extra small in these joggers. So I thought, okay, a medium will be perfect, right? I'll be set. Didn't think it would be snug at all. Man, listen, I don't have a whole lot of give in these size medium pants, okay? I don't think my legs are that big. They're 22 inches. Like, round. I don't think that's that insanely big, but apparently I have transcended fully into size medium for pants now. Fully. Cuzzo clothing, I can't talk. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. TJ, her parents' fans asking her parents if they had to talk to her. Bruh, you were wild. Can we at least get a Christmas tree in the backdrop? Listen, I don't decorate for Christmas anymore in my life. For what? First off, that's wasted space for me to store a tree. I'm not paying for decorations. I have zero reason to decorate, okay? If I didn't think I would get clapped, I would put a Home Alone. That could play in the background for you guys, right? But but I mean, I technically have a backdrop where I could put a green screen behind me. Would you? I mean, I'm not. You want me to do what? Put a green screen? Do like a holiday movie or a holiday video? Boss Kick 6, what's up? That's what it is. I kept trying to find your channel the other day, and for the life of me, I could not remember what the full name was. Okay, now I know. I don't. Who are you? I'm Talks with TJ, as the title and the channel says. How are you liking your Colts playoff chances with old man Phil? I think we can get there. I think it's going to be about momentum with Phil. I just don't. We can't put him in a position to just have to sling it all over the field. That doesn't work. Do you know who that works for? Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers can still move. Phillip can't move. Old man Rivers doesn't move like that anymore. He'll still talk shit to everybody's face. That's the one thing I've always respected about him. Phil will get eye to eye with the defensive lineman and tell him to bring it, knowing he may get himself just flattened on the ground. He don't care. Phil also has like 11 some kids at home. Phil ain't got no choice. Phil has to keep playing. She just stretches pants herself. I really don't, but you just really about to make people think that too. Peace out, sir. I'll be talking to you. Absolutely. Tom's comic books and reviews. Hey. I'm sending you a tree. Don't send me a tree because I will hit return to sender. Absolutely. Listen, Home Alone, I read the other day, Home Alone is a documentary. Is a documentary for 2020. Home Alone is my life. If you need a true life story, that is me. It's not like my family left me to go on vacation. That is just me. I'm home alone all the time, and I love it. What's the main shoe you're looking forward to next year? Carmine 6. Absolutely. Carmine 6. February. I don't even have to wait that long. I want to see Christmas lights turn to Nate Robinson in 2 weekends ago. Man, listen. I was watching that live. So I was actually on FaceTime with AJ live during the Nate Robinson fight. So I think I was eating. So I had my phone set up, it was propped up, and I'm watching, and I'm just like this is what people don't get. First off, Nate just wanted to get in there because he's athletic. Jake's trained to fight for a few years now. It's like they say, you don't play fight. You don't play box. I was heavily into UFC. GSP was my favorite fighter. You don't play fight, okay? You're going in there with the intention to knock someone's block off. That should be your intention if you step into a ring. Friend, family member, doesn't matter. Your intention is to knock their block off. And Nate got in there. When he got punched in the back of the head the first time, he was stunned and probably concussed. When he got hit the second time, the towel should have been thrown in. So that third time, yeah, he absolutely got knocked out. And I'm sitting there and I was like, damn, I felt like Smokey. On Friday, he got knocked out. He got knocked out. He was out. People were like, man, I wonder if he was just faking it. You don't fake getting literally blacking out when you get knocked out. I can tell some people have never been knocked out before. Can you show us the pair of got raised? They already released. They released a minute. I don't have a pair in here. I can grab a pair. I don't have a pair in here, but I can grab a pair. I don't feel like grabbing friends and family because it's in a box. But this is the black one with the white bone, and then these have white laces in them. And the little Fear God waist lock. And then this is the light bone one. And all the laces are swapped at this point. But yeah, so I have all three now. So I'm happy about that. Phil's never going to stop talking, Kenan. I'm going to tell you this. Phil, that's been Phil. He's never going to stop talking. He's never going to stop talking. He's never going to stop talking, ever. Home Alone 2 is better than the first one. Home Alone 2 is better. He goes to New York. He takes on New York. I remember, I had to be an adult. I was an adult when I watched it. But I had tears streaming down my face watching Home Alone 2 one day. Because it was so funny when it gets to all the tricks he plays. I had tears streaming down my face. Like, no joke. Lightning 4, Military Blue 4. If you're only giving me... Here's my thing. If I only get 3 shoes during the whole year, it'll be a good year. If I can get a Carmine 6, Lightning 4, or Cool Gray 11, it's a great year. 2021 is an amazing year. If I get no other shoes, I just get those 3 shoes. It's an amazing year. I'm not complaining. The funny part is they're not going for that much in terms of resale if you really want the friends and family pair. What was the most overhyped shoe this year in your opinion? Dior ones. It was a novelty shoe that Jordan Brand decided to come out with. It was beyond overhyped. What's one shoe you're absolutely in love with, but once in hand or after wears you feel mad about it? I was in love with. I fell out of love with. I'm trying to think of pairs that I have that way. That I easily got rid of and didn't really care about. And I'll get rid of shoes in a second. And I never really sell them for tons. Because I wear all my shoes anyway and I have small feet. I recently got rid of... What did I recently get rid of? This isn't any crazy shoe, but the white infrared 6. I had it, and it just doesn't match up to the black infrared 6 in any way, shape, or form. Like, at all. To me, at least. It doesn't match up at all. In terms of hype shoes, so there's a lot of hype that's behind a Off-White Vapor Max, but if you've ever worn it, you know that it's not as comfortable as a normal Vapor Max. Those are probably the 2 that stand out to me the most. Probably. Taking an L on the Reggie Miller stings a little more than striking out on the J Balvin's. Yeah, because when you look at the older basketball shoes, people want those for straight nostalgia. Like the J Balvin is something different. People want the older ones for just straight whatever. Phil should just have his kids reffing y'all. Listen, Phil's kids could run the entire sideline. Phil's kids could be the opposition in practice. That's why Phil can't retire. That man has a whole starting 5 and bench players to take care of at home. So the J Balvins were not overhyped to me. They had a unique hype from a cultural standpoint, like sneakers and Latin culture. To me, that's not being overhyped. That would be like the first, I don't know, Black person finally getting something. Okay, it was the first Latin collaboration with Jordan Brand. It's a pretty big deal. I don't know. The Chunky Dunky for me was it's a cool enough sneaker where I still wanted it. It to me, so the Chunky Dunky was the most hyped up sneaker for the year, and the hype sustained itself. And it was also a shoe accessible by people. That's why I have disdain for the Dior 1, because it wasn't even really accessible to the everyday consumer, truth be told. The bread ones what? So I saw the biohacks because we had them in store. We had a limited run in store. I saw them. I remember people were telling me TJ, this is you. You got to get them. You got to get them. You got to get them. And I saw them in hand, and the colors pop. But maybe they hyped it up so much that you thought you would feel something more once you had the shoe in hand. So I totally get that. You might have thought is this it? But none of my people are Latin and going crazy. Phil and Corey and Mocha ones just came in from Stadium Goods. That is amazing that you got that for retail. Listen, so I didn't think that would cause the craze that it did, but man, Mocha ones, and that'll be a Jordan 1 that shoots up so high in price. It'll be the same one where people are just like pass. Like that's kind of what it is for the turbo green for me. Because I know if I want to get the turbo green, I have to just choose to not do what I normally would in a month to just get it. But then, like right now, where am I going to wear it? So it's probably why I'm passing on it. Those breaded ones you traded in the letter was. Oh, you know what? That's a really good point. Good point. You know what? Thank you. I'm glad you're in here. So the Air Jordan 1, Bread 2013. So I actually picked that up off of eBay. And I remember when I picked it up because my mom was in town visiting, and we were actually at a hair appointment for her at my stylist shop. And I found it online. I messaged one of the homies. I'm like, check this out. Should I do it? He's like, yes, hands down. Bought it, got it, wore it a few times. Most uncomfortable Jordan 1 I've ever worn in my life. Most uncomfortable Jordan 1. And I've walked around in Jordan 1s all day and had zero problem. Could not stand this shoe. But then I just had it to have it and like, oh my God, I got a Bread 1. They were so trash. Like it's a trash fit. It's not comfortable. The leather on a GS pair is not comfortable. I agree. I never see myself wearing my biohacks. So did a lot of you buy the biohacks just because it kind of had some appeal, but it just wasn't everything you thought it was going to be? Mocha 1 still DS. Most of your shoes are still DS. Most of them. I don't know biohacks as beaters, but I like them because I feel like actual. You know what though? I could see them being beaters. They're darker toned. They're darker toned, especially with the brown. And if you're walking around just to be comfortable and you just got on like a oversized like gray sweatsuit or a gray jogging set, yeah, I can see that. I believe the hype was deserved for the chunky dunks, and you get a lot of bang for your buck in terms of packaging and multiple laces. You do. And if you got the special like box, like I'm really sad right now, so I don't have any Ben & Jerry's and Milk and Cookies because I didn't pick up my groceries today. I pick them up tomorrow. So I am without ice cream tonight. This is a really sad day. So it's sad. But Ben & Jerry's did their thing with that, truly. Like, and the box, crazy. Crazy. Again, you don't wear anything, so you don't count. The Carolina 3 is the most underrated shoe of the year. So the Carolina 3, the laser orange 3, the New Balance 327. I think those are those are underrated. They're kind of flying under the radar. What's your thoughts on the Hyperwater 13s? Can't remember if we talked about them in the past. They're on my list to get. They are on my list to get. If we don't get them in store, I'll try my hand at sneakers. I don't break my neck to get the shoes because sometimes it doesn't feel like it's worth it. And for me, I can't enter sites like, I can't do raffles under the banner like Foot Locker. So Champs, Kids Foot Locker, Regular Foot Locker. I can't do that if we don't get the shoe. If I will find out if my homie is getting it over at Finish Line, because if he is and we're not, I'll just go through him to get it. But I have intentions to get the shoe. Absolutely. I want the 2016s. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the best leather for my size. I may even size up and get a men's 7, to be honest with you. The special packaging wasn't available to everyone. You pretty much had to know somebody at a shop that had it. I bought into the biohack hype. Listen, it's a good-looking shoe. Dudes didn't even eat Ben & Jerry's. Man, they didn't. They did not. My grocer knows. There's always Ben & Jerry's on my order. I wear my stuff. No, you don't. What's your thoughts on the Drake Nike collab? So I haven't looked it over more in depth. I know he had the hat because a Sneaker Life has the hat. He already showcased on this channel in a vlog, I believe. Certified Lover Boy. First off, how do you guys feel about the name Certified Lover Boy? I mean, listen, I don't have an issue with it, but I don't know how men are going to feel about it. Let's see. I'm trying to look at all of the items here. Where are they? Drake. Drizzy. They released Drizzy Certified Lover Boy. Okay, can I shop? I'm clicking on the link. Hi, Snobby. Come on. Why is this not working? Oh my goodness. Links don't work. Get it together. Okay, let me take a look. I really do like the hat, but that's not saying a whole lot because I have a lot of Nike hats. The puffer coat could be fly, maybe. All right, I should probably just show you what the heck I'm looking at. My apologies. Wait, okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right. Okay, here we go. Certified Lover Boy. Let's look at this hoodie. Maybe not. I'm really impatient, if you can tell. Okay, what is it saying on it, Drake? Embroidered Nike swoosh on the center chest. Oh, okay. It looks like it's screen printed, but I'll take your word for it. Embroidered rose art over screen printed CLB. Is it supposed to be like old English lettering? Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's cool. That's cool. Am I buying it? I mean, the hoodie would probably be the thing I would buy the most, right? Because we know me. Is that it? Is the only view you're giving me? Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely embroidered. Okay, I like that. I'm not against that. I don't care that much for things that are. Well, I can't say I don't care for things that are on the left chest of a shirt. That's where most things go, and I literally just bought one like that. Is this supposed to be two-tone or is this a shadow? That is one thing that is really confusing me right now in this shirt. Oh, the back says Drake, Certified Lover Boy. Okay, I would buy that shirt because I like that. I don't think a lot of men are about to walk around with Certified Lover Boy. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Yeah, you're probably going to have to pay resale for this. I wonder if it's on StockX. I would imagine it is. Let's see. If Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, of course, all his stuff is. So the hoodie is going for $190 in a small and $215 in a medium. The t-shirt is $49 for a small and $65 for a medium. If you guys want the t-shirt, FYI, StockX has them. Oh, they have a black one too. The black one's a little bit more. Why do I gotta do me like that? Yeah, no, they're up. Let me see. What is this hat reselling for? The hat's outrageous. The hat is $99. Okay, well, the hoodie, I mean, I like the hoodie for sure. I don't think I'm buying like socks. Okay, certified. Okay. Socks aren't bad. I was gonna say like, why would I pay this for socks? But I pay $18 for other Nike socks, so I might as well not clown Drake like that. So the shirt, because it has Certified Lover Boy, I like that, and I like the Drake on the lower back. I like the hoodie. I like the gray hoodie. So it's not bad. I don't know why. I think maybe sometimes I think I'll be like totally wowed by Drake stuff with Nike, and I don't know. I feel like they never give him full just autonomy to do whatever. Biohacks are fire, in my opinion. Jordan 1 of the year. They are in the convo, but Mocha 1 is probably going to take that. Very simpish. I think a lot of men are going to feel like it's simpish. I'm just being real with you. I think a lot of men are going to feel that way. MB 327 to complete. It is. It is the complete bang for your buck. People, you better not sleep. Go get you some colorways. I love mine. I have to stop. I'm really stopping myself from buying a lot more. Do you believe that foams are dead? For men, probably. I'm not necessarily just going to say dead. They just don't. It's hard for them to compete or have shine when Jordan 1s are all the rave and you don't have to pay that much for a Jordan 1. Like a men's Jordan 1 is still cheaper than a grade school pair of foams. Make that make sense. That's the sad part. For preschool and infant, they sell out. So what exactly do you do for work? Because you say you work from home, but keep referring to your store. Yeah, I work literally 4 hours at Kids Foot Locker on Saturdays. I step down as assistant manager. I used to work there 20 hours a week. And when I got promoted and worked from home, I don't have a need to give more hours to the store and work outside of home, especially realizing with the pandemic, I can be in the comfort of my home and not around a ton of people. So I really can't beat that. What do I do for work? I'm a specialist and I advise and consult behind the scenes for sales. I help them manage millions and millions of dollars of essential stuff. I feel like if you wear that pink Drake jacket, not you too. If you wear that pink jacket, Marvin's Room is gonna start playing. It's gonna be one of those things where you just walk in, and as soon as you slide the jacket on, you're just gonna hear Marvin's Room start playing. Like, no joke. I just feel like that's gonna happen. I kind of regret not picking up any Kyrie 6 easy IDs. Yeah, listen. When I saw Jock. That's probably when I first saw them debut. It was either Jock did them, and then I think Molly Mall might have did them on Instagram as well. But yeah, I actually kick myself for not doing more Nike IDs when it was available. Like, there were times where you could do the gray paneling on an Air Max 1, and now that's not available anymore. And there are so many fire Air Max 1s by people. I'm going to see if I can find. There's one guy who does such an amazing job, or he did such an amazing job on designing Air Max 1s. Let me see if I can find him. I'm so jealous, and I still want him. And I hope he knows I will one day copy this colorway. So it's navy blue, gray, pink, white. He did such a fire job on this shoe, and I want it like ever since I've seen it. I've wanted that shoe. Oh, another really slept on shoe for this year. I think a lot of people didn't even know the insane quality on this shoe. Do you guys remember the Air Max 1, like London and Amsterdam pack that dropped? That's a sleeper shoe of the year by far. Like, look at this. Look at that. I don't know. I tell you this, we don't get that quality on Jordan 1. I still need these. The price has shot up so much, though. It's insane. I feel like the Jordan 7 GC is a slept-on shoe to me. It has amazing detail and packaging is very unique. What do you think? Let's look at the packaging. I always want to say, I gotta remind myself of the packaging for it. Oh yeah, because I had the red box. I don't know if it was the choice of color blocking on this shoe. And I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see it. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can see it. Now, I don't own any 7s. I'm more of a 6 person. So in terms of quality of a 7, leather, yes. Maybe it's because it has the interior panel is maybe what makes me shy away from it. It's not a sneaker that I know that I would end up wearing. I can see myself just never wearing it. And some of that might have to do also with the black laces. I feel like if the laces were different, this would change a lot about the shoe. If the laces were different. So it's just not one of my favorite shoes. That's really just this is not one of my favorite shoes. The socks are a 3-pack. Really? Okay, you know what? The socks get more respect then if the socks are a 3-pack. Air Jordan 1 of the year, yours is the biohack. I think people forget about the UNC to Chicago women's Jordan 1 that came out. For me, it's between that one and the Mocha 1. Continue. He's saying that, guys, because he wants to buy all the 327s. He wants to buy all of them. I really feel the Vapor Waffle. Sakai was able to cop. The white pair and you need the black pair. What's your take? Thank you, first off, George, for the donation. I really, really appreciate you because you guys don't ever have to do that, please. Like, you never have to do that. I appreciate your time just coming in here. In terms of the Vapor Waffle Sakai, so if you guys remember, I went on this whole like I was certainly sad after I missed on the nylon, the Sakai, the Sakai LD Sakai waffle. In March, I actually executed a trade on Trade Block, so I traded a dead stock, which I had double up, so I wasn't concerned. I traded a dead stock, double up bread for and like cash for the Sakai because I wanted that bad and it was worth it to me. I tried for the Sakai's as well, and it was a no. I like the Vapor Waffle. It's out there. It's different. It plays to Sakai's strength, and I love it. So you got the white pair. I really wanted that pair, like hands down. And I think this is going to be a thing for you. So if you guys are ever curious, like, are there certain releases that came out with different colorways you'll try to complete maybe in the future? So I could see myself doing this. I can see myself going for every Fog 1 if it's possible in a size that I can wear. I can also see myself going back for the white nylon Sakai waffle. I can see myself doing that. Also, or I should say the LD waffle. I would also go back for the Vapor Waffle in black, possibly in white. And then I would even go back for the original, the OG, the LD Waffle Sakai that actually has like the mesh on it. I know you just have to be a little bit more careful with the mesh, but you have a fire shoe. You have a shoe that it doesn't always have the appeal of off-white, but to me it doesn't need it because Sakai, if you are really into what they do creatively, you love it. It's a love or hate thing. I loved it. People are like, I don't understand how you can rock around with a huge tail end just on the back of your shoe. I have no problem with it. I love it. So you have one of the best shoes of the year to me. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Pretty much all of the songs, all of the sad songs. Yeah, the Vapor Waffle is amazing. I don't think Sakai misses. I think Sakai doesn't get their just due because Union dropped the ball on those fours, and I don't care what people say. I understand this. They have an amazing quality because I know everybody who's gotten those in hand. They say the quality is insane, TJ. Okay, I respect that. Not the design though. I got the Union 1 and then you gave me a Union 4. And I'm not okay with it. It was one of my favorite pickups this year. Listen, some people absolutely loved it. Like, if there are a lot of shoes that'll fly under the radar, if that shoe did it all for you this year, then I feel like you won. Unpopular opinion, I love Jordan 2s. That's a comfortable, high-quality shoe. I just don't have any. But that is a really comfortable, high-quality retro. It just doesn't get a lot of respect. Do you like the 23s? I'm not the biggest fan of the 23s. Again, 17s, 8s, or 16s, 17s, yes. Hey, Marcus, Kiana, and little baby. Nova, congrats on 16K. Fruits earlier. He put in the work. Thank you, yes. And he literally, like, they'll see the behind the scenes where I'm like, listen, this backdrop is getting on my nerves. But no, they're amazing. They're really inspirational. Great friends to have. They always push me, certainly, because I can see what they're doing with their brand, and I love it. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Valiant Pursuit, right? They're gonna bring back a restock for some shirts really, really soon, guys. But here's the hat from their fresh water release, and I mean, quality is insane, like on the under part of this hat. So it's amazing, but you guys can absolutely, and again, Marcus, if you're looking at this, listen, I don't know what's going on with the color grading. This shirt's red and it looks orange, so don't ask me. But they'll have a restock soon. You guys can find like me wearing and styling quite a bit of their things on my Instagram. 2016 Bread 1 is always Jordan 1 of the year. I don't think that's how that works, though. I don't think that's how that works. Jordan 2s is like cement blocks on your feet. Okay, so we have a no to the Jordan 2. I need the black and white Sakai Vapor Waffle. I need the black and white pair that came out last month. Well, I mean, good luck. Like, it is difficult, man. It is difficult. He said, listen, Drake makes it hard for the light skins, okay? He wanted to cry in his last music video with those just one tear streaming down. Talking about, it's just been a rough year. It's just been a really hard year. That's everybody. Drake is everybody on sneakers this year, though. It's just been a really hard year. It's just been really hard. I'm just trying to fight and make it through. But you guys have been awesome. So you stuck around with me for 2 hours. Let me answer this last question, if I can. Face shoe of 2020. Air Jordan 4 off-white sale. That's an easy question. Are you going to drop a video on top 10 shoes of the year for yourself and shoes this year you wish you copped? I don't know. I don't typically do that tons. I don't have regrets of shoes during the year of copying them. It's usually like down the line that I have regrets of copying. There are plenty of shoes I tried to cop and just couldn't cop because 2020 has been hard for getting shoes. I don't care who you are, unless you're directly seated, and I'm not. So I wouldn't have like shoes I wish I had copped. Hell, I tried to cop a lot of shoes. I just took a lot of L's like all the rest of you. So I don't know if I'm doing like my own like top 10. If I did like a top 5 or something, it would be based on like the way that I rank them. So maybe. I just haven't decided yet. Just so people know what side I ride with. We understand. We got you. Jordan 2 is locked on when Jess Downs came up. Yeah, everybody did. Like, Jess Down threw his name on it, and everybody loved it. I hate it, but it's the players who play this vicious game. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so I've had you guys up here for 2 hours, 8 o'clock, so I'm going to let you go. But you guys were amazing, so stay tuned. There's already a video queued up for tomorrow. I have to edit Sunday's video. And Saturday will probably be like a recap of the release for the Jubilee. So stay tuned for that. And then I'll just have to go through the week of knocking out that content. But as always, you guys are amazing. Again, I'll make sure I get back to you on the whole crew necks, because we just got to work on making sure we can source what we want to source. But I appreciate you guys. As always, at your age, their shoe size. Have a really good night, okay? And tomorrow's Friday, so I should hear no complaints. Peace out.